And for more on campaign 2012, we turn to former Congressman J.C. Watts. He is a Newt Gingrich supporter and the national co-chair of the Gingrich Faith Leaders Coalition. He joins us from Jacksonville. Good morning, Congressman.
Hey, Nancy, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. It's been a tough week, though, for your candidate, and I want to play for you what a few Republican leaders are saying about him. First, Senate Majority Leader Bob Dole, who had harsh words for Newt Gingrich, calling him difficult to work with, unpopular, and here's what he said when he talked to Rita Braver about it.
Do you think he's got any chance to be president?
I hope not.
And then here's what former Republican leader Trent Lott had to say.
I think maybe his assessments of his role is a little bit grandiose when you actually remember what was going on when you were there and a part of it.
Does it trouble you to hear these very well-respected Republican leaders saying things like this about Newt Gingrich? What does it mean?
Well, Nancy, we hear well-respected Republicans saying good things about the Speaker as well. You know, the fact is, when we passed the contract with America back in 1995, Senator Dole and Senator Lott both were in the Senate. Well, the Senate didn't have that agenda, and so we passed it, and I suspect they probably would have wanted to do other things. But the fact is, we got results for the American people, and while, you know, Newt surely has made a lot of Democrats mad, he's made some Republicans mad as well, but at the end of the day, Nancy, we got a balanced budget, we got tax relief, we had entitlement reform, and you know, we paid down our public debt. So I suspect the American people, they like the Speaker's agenda in spite of the fact that some Washington folks might not.
But this is not just some Republicans. It appears to be a widespread problem for him, at least on Capitol Hill, where you've got 70 members endorsing Mitt Romney, only 12 of them endorsing Newt Gingrich, and many of them are from Georgia, his home state. Why aren't people who worked with him coming out in support of him?
Well, Nancy, you hit the magic words in your question. The magic words are on Capitol Hill. You know, you don't win the argument on Capitol Hill. You win the argument in South Carolina and Florida and Georgia and Oklahoma and Texas and, you know, around the country. And I think, you know, the Speaker's going to stand his own there. When you look at Texas, I mean, when you look at Florida, you know, we had some Hispanic leaders yesterday that went from Romney to Gingrich. We've got 1.6 million voter guides going out to the faith community that, you know, we're doing well there. So again, I think the argument has to be made with the American people. It doesn't have to be made with, you know, former Congressman J.C. Watts or former Senator Trent Lott or Bob Dole. You know, Newt's doing what he needs to do on the ground, and we'll make that argument for the next 3 or 4 days and see what happens on Tuesday when we get the real poll.
All right, all right. Well, Congressman J.C. Watts joining us this morning, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Nancy, thank you.